We are live. Okay, fantastico. Do you want to invite me to your TikTok or should I invite you?
I'm just on now.
We're having trouble streaming to Instagram.
It's still doing the same thing again. Did that the other day?
I've just gotten the option to go live on my side, so maybe you just need to do the same on yours.
Yeah, I haven't touched that yet.
Okay, that might be right. It says it's no, it says it's your one.
I can't go live. The button's not allowing me to.
Let me edit the key. Can I re-add it? Okay, cool. You can actually edit the destinations whilst you're live. That's cool. I didn't know that. Guys, is this not the most riveting content you've ever seen in your life? Are we not entertaining you?
Every time. Happens every time.
60% of the time it works every time. Okay, right. Your Instagram is live. Have you clicked live on IG?
Let me see if I can. No, I'm not allowed. It's grayed out.
Okay, weird. It says live on my... Well, it says ticked on my side.
Yeah, I don't know. TikTok's all good. It's just...
Okay.
Yeah, it's just... I'll just sack it off.
Yeah, it's come up with a little error message again, so I think we're just going to have to leave the Instagram one.
Sounds good. Get my clicker, and then we're ready to rumble.
You need to invite me to your TikTok as well.
Oh, I have. Oh, do you not accept?
Okay, interesting. It didn't pop up.
Let me try it again.
Oh, interesting. It says I missed one. Okay, there we go. I remember there was a time where I was getting nervous to go live, and now we're getting to almost 2,000 likes, and we're not even into the point of the live yet.
2,000 likes. Let's go.
That's all my clicker, but still. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining the live. Sorry about that. I went prematurely live, and Sam has had some issues with Instagram. So thank you for joining today. We are here to talk about Amazon FBA. Sam, what is your idea of a good meal on a Friday?
Well, tonight, I can tell you what I'm having tonight, and I think that's a pretty good meal. I've got a pizza oven, what's it called? Uni pizza oven, and I'll be firing that up tonight, and I'll be making homemade pizzas. So I think that's a pretty good meal.
That's a hell of a good idea.
What's your go-to? So
Bristol has a pizzeria called Gigi's Pizza, and I didn't know humans made pizza that good. So we don't do it all the time because it's a bit decadent, but we're going to probably get a Gigi's Pizza tonight.
I go pizzas all around there, mate. Solid Friday night.
Hell yeah. Glenn Lacey, I see you in here. Welcome. Glenn, can you say hello in the comments just so I can see you in here? Because I've got a funny story to tell you about something we realized regarding you today. Bit ambiguous, I know, but if you're not actually in here, I won't say it.
He's going to be scared to say anything now.
Okay, crap. I have to let our community members know we're live as well. Man, I'm really too relaxed.
Man, there's a lot involved in this malarkey, mate.
Glenn, right. So you know how we used you as a test subject to try WOP for the payment plan. WOP took $520 in fees. $520. So it was 21% cut that went to WOP. So needless to say, we will not be using them again. Could not believe it. It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that fees are mad. Like I've known WOP is pretty terrible, but yeah, I was pretty shocked when I saw that.
Greens Gaming says we F each other, we know. I swear to you, man, YouTube Shorts just attracts angry people.
Just a bunch of degenerates sat on their mum's sofa, not doing anything with their life.
We are in the year of degeneracy, it seems, doesn't it, with the young whippersnappers?
Definitely. So they won't be allowed to go on social media soon when Keir Starmer puts the ban out.
What's that about?
or Keir Starmer's banning social media, right, for anyone under 18, maybe 16, I think. So no social media at all. I guess you can use I guess you could use YouTube, but without an account. But yeah, if you've got an account, you can't do it.
I kind of see that, to be fair, because social media has destroyed the mental health of young kids, especially girls. So I can kind of see where they're coming from with that.
I think it's horrific. Social media is so bad. So I'm not that surprised. It just depends how they go about it and how they restrict it, which will no doubt be some form of digital ID or something, which I don't agree with. But I think it's good. If you're an adult, why are you commenting on here? Like, grow up, mate.
You genuinely comment as if you're a 12-year-old boy on the internet. So it's quite funny that you say you're an adult. You kind of just insulted yourself with that one.
Yeah, you're pathetic, mate. Get on with your day.
Mr. Ant says hello. Hello to you as well. Welcome to the live. Everyone on TikTok. Well, it's only a couple of people on TikTok, probably because I was faffing about for so long. But welcome, everyone.
I got a comment from Brockwell. How you doing, mate? Good to see you back on here. I think you joined it a few times now. He says, what's your margin on it? I assume you mean based on my photo. So I aim for margin at the end of the year to be like roughly between 10 and 12. It's usually around the 10. I'm trying to get up to percent, obviously, and I'm trying to get up to 12% and trying to increase that sort of year on year. But yeah, that's what it's generally at.
Jugs, I want to get rich. Help me. Oh man, who doesn't? Everyone is pursuing that. We're in late stage capitalism, my friend. If you're not rich, you're falling behind in today's society. When it comes to helping you get rich, we can help you with a business model with Amazon FBA if you're interested in it. It's not for everyone. So I just want to be like a transparent creator online. I don't want you going into it thinking it's a get rich quick scheme, because it's not. It's been very, very good for us. Sammy boy, you can see his stats on his screen. It's life-changing for me, honestly. The biggest life-changing thing it did for me is it made me stop thinking like an employee and started thinking like a business owner. I was able to replace my salary after losing my job to offshoring and AI. And Sammy boy's been his own boss for almost 5 years, right? It's probably 4 years now.
4 years, yeah. I've been 4 years. I've been full time. 5 years I've been doing it.
Yeah, fair. Michelle, to you, explain, please. Yes, Michelle, welcome to the live. So Amazon FBA is a business model where you can buy physical products, you can resell them on Amazon's platform, and you can make profit. You have to pay them for the privilege of that. So there are fees that come with it. You might have to do your own prepping until you use a prep center, but then you can outsource that. So what we do as a business is we've built an entire ecosystem so that you have everything you need in one place. So you can see, depending on where you're watching from, it's they're on YouTube. we have free resources, we have coaching, we have prep center, we've got account recovery, we've got virtual assistant recruitment. We've been developing a software for 2 years that's being tested by everyone in our mentorship. Our mentorship is closing in on 50 people. We have 145 positive reviews, no negative reviews so far. We've been going for over a couple of years. As a team, we worked for free for a year just to prove that we were legitimate. We really genuinely care about helping people. So if you think Amazon is worth a try for you, you need at least £1,000 to get into it. I wouldn't bother getting in if you had less than that. The more money you have, the better, because it is a cash flow business. And we've got a free course to teach you the fundamentals and loads of free resources if you wanted to give it a try.
So Brockwell's saying, what's your split roughly from A to A, OA, wholesale, like literally less than 1%. I wouldn't really include wholesale in my business at all. In terms of OA and A to A, it's not a metric I really track, to be honest with you. So I don't know, but I'm going to say it's roughly 50-50. The amount of deals that come in and what I buy, it's probably around 50-50, I'd say.
I just realized we don't have your sales screenshot on the YouTube feed. I'm gonna have to try and figure that out.
No, we don't. We just got that one. We can add two, I suppose. One over your head, one over mine or something.
I tried that before and I swear it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Greens Gaming, thank you for the engagement, my friend. You are a pinnacle of wisdom. You are clearly a man of culture. All right, Sammy boys. So let's give some coachy / seller smart updates this week. So we still have not received the keys to the new warehouse we're moving into. It is beyond a joke at this point. The person that we're talking to took 12 days to respond to the last email. Obviously, we're not particularly happy about that. So I think we're going to start asking what the hell's going on soon, because we really, really want to expand. We released the Auto Ungater tool, which is the world's first of its kind. We designed a tool that automatically ungates you in up to 6,000 brands now. If you're eligible to sell it, it will automatically ungate it for you. Massive game changer in the Amazon space for anyone who's tried it. You know that gating is one of the hardest issues to overcome. So that's been really successful. We've had some great screenshots from people getting, 4,000 to 5,000 brand unlocks with that. So that's really exciting. We have had more people testing our software, which is really good. And we're getting ready to release that to the free beta testing phase, where anyone in the waitlist will get invited in to use it. And we'll start marketing it. I haven't been marketing our software at all because we didn't want people to rip off our ideas. So we're going to start doing that soon when it's in beta. Very exciting. And coaching wise, what's happened in the mentorship recently? What lessons have we been going over in the last couple of weeks?
So this week, we had a really good call this week, actually, with our very own JB. So we had JB on the call on Wednesday. She went through, she's been selling for like 4 years and then joined the mentorship at the end of last year. So we had a call with her just to go through everything, how she got started, how she sort of progressed to how she was. I think that was a really good call. A lot of people really like that. Everyone seemed pretty buzzed with that, which is really, really good. I think it's good to see how other people are doing as well. Not so much to compare yourself, but just to sort of have an understanding as to how long something can take and the process and what you can do if you sort of stick to it. So I think it was a bit of a pretty good success story there. I think she was pretty buzzing to do it, and then good feedback. And then we had obviously Prime Day next week. We got Prime Day or Prime 3 days, 4 days, 3 days. Starts on Tuesday. So we did a call yesterday regarding Prime Day, how to get set up for that, what sort of filters to use for Keeper, how to set up accounts, and just what to really look for, really. So that was really good. And then last week we did what did we do last week?
I missed the one with JB, but it sounded like it was a really good one. Everyone was saying they really liked it.
Yeah, everyone was saying they really liked it, which is good. And we've actually got next week, we've got Martin on. So Martin's joined the mentorship like 6 months ago. So he's going to be jumping on and he's going to be doing similar to what JB does, telling his story. So that should be another good one. But the week before, is how to structure your day. A lot of people, some of the guys have sort of just gone full time, and a lot of guys, they're quite lost in terms of what to do on a day-to-day basis and how to sort of, like, what do you start with when you wake up, open your laptop, like what's the first thing you do? So we ran through sort of what my kind of day looks like, what it looked like from the start, like when I first started, how it transitioned to where I'm at now. Just to help those guys out and give them a bit of structure. So that was good. And then next week's obviously Prime Day, so we're going to be doing a live sourcing on Wednesday. I'll be jumping onto Keeper and looking at trying to find as many Amazon to Amazon Prime deals as possible. So if anyone is going to be watching that, then they are going to be fed a load of deals throughout the session. We've done it so spring deals, we did that. We did a live sourcing on spring deals, and we also did one on the previous Prime Day as well. So during those sessions we end up finding loads of leads. So anyone on the mentorship who's watching, make sure you watch that call, because you will find some leads and you can make some money.
Okay, so LJ_433, how many Amazon business accounts do you have for A2A? Just one business account and 3 personal accounts. If you have more than that, typically you start to see order cancellations. And to anyone who's going to do A2A on June 23rd for Prime Day, just make sure your buying account email addresses is completely separate to your selling account email addresses. Otherwise, you're going to have to spend lots of money working with our account recovery expert to get your account back if you have trouble. So that's the only rule you have to follow. Just make sure your buying account is a different email to your selling account. Well, it's not the only rule you have to follow. It's just one of the rules. If you guys want to know anything more, just let me know. E said, how much is the mentoring? So E, we have a group mentoring, which is more affordable. And we have one-to-one coaching where you need at least £5,000 to invest. In the mentorship, you get 6 months access to the private Discord. In one-to-one coaching, you get a one-to-one private channel where Sam is going to be your head coach, but it's the whole team, so you can ask us any questions. You get scheduled calls that are one-to-one. You also get a guarantee that we'll work with you until you hit 50K revenue or double your revenue as an existing seller. Hey, nice.
What's the sandwich on the go?
And then in the group side of it, you've got weekly group calls with the community. Every single call is recorded. You've got all of our combined experience. So it's 15 years combined experience, all of our strategies, a cashback and reward strategy that can make you a lot of money passively with credit card and cashback rewards. We've got lifetime access to the course we have. You get free access to our software whilst it's being developed before the general public. You get the auto ungator tool that we've developed for free, part of the mentorship. You get a Seller Smart hoodie. So I'm wearing a t-shirt right now because it's bloody warm, but you get a Seller Smart hoodie. And yeah, we have incredible results with the people in our mentorship. I said there's about 45, 46 people in there right now. Every single one of them would vouch for us that we're a good option to go with. The feedback we hear all the time is, I wish I'd have gone with you guys. I wish I found out about you guys sooner. Ms. Posh Travels, how to get started, please? Very good question. So welcome to live. We have a free Discord community that has almost 1,600 people. You can download a free course and lots of free resources. Download and use all of those. Make sure to keep track of your purchases. Make sure to get discount gift cards, to use coupon codes, student discounts, NHS discounts when you're looking for products. And learn Keeper and SellerAmp SaaS. Keepa and SellerAmp SaaS. I'm not going to spell that one. Those are the only two tools you need. You can sign up to the waitlist to get our software for free, but it's not currently being released to anyone outside of our mentorship. It will go to our prep clients soon. But yeah, that's the best way to get started. Go through all the free resources that we have. We have a very cheap sourcing course that's coming out soon. Sam, do you actually have an update on when that's going out?
No, it depends when I get these videos recorded. I'll get them recorded next week. And then if our video editor can pull her finger out and get them done ASAP, and then we can get it sorted. So hopefully, I'm going to say, what? Like 29th, 30th? End of June, I reckon it can go out. Next week, do the last finishing touches, and then we can, we can roll it out, I think, right?
Yeah, 100%. Up to me, Pappy, young cuck. Love the comments. Yeah, we got some real geniuses in the YouTube Shorts comments today, as you can tell, right?
You know who that is, right?
No, I don't.
That's Terry.
Ah, it's Terry. Of course you're going to have that name, Terry.
Exactly. It makes sense, right?
Yeah, of course it does. Ms. Posh Travels. Okay, where can I get them, please? So in the link in our bio, you can go to a link tree that either takes you to the Auto Ungator, which is the tool that helps you with ungating, or you can go to our Discord community or to our website. Our website is sellersmart.io. We just updated it. It's looking very fancy. We've added all of our testimonials and reviews on there. Might ask Reese to move them higher up the page, though, just because I think they're quite low at the moment. You can download all of our free resources from our website or from our free Discord community, which you can find link in the bio. Definitely recommend getting in there and asking questions. And if you want to work with us either in the group or the one-to-one, it's definitely worth it. The group is incredible. We have really cultivated a supportive and inclusive group. So everyone helps each other. Everyone helps each other find ungates that are cheap. Everyone supports each other with the growth. It's been really cool seeing some of the newbies in there get really excited about their progression because their sales have been climbing really quickly. Super, super fun to be around, which Sam, I'm sure you'll agree. It's become amazing lately, hasn't it? The group has just become so fun.
It's really good. It's just getting better and better. Like every week that goes by, it's getting more active, bigger and better. And it's Yeah, it's good. It's really good. And I recommend that if you are getting started, what Sean said, ask so many questions. Join the free Discord group and just ask questions. Anytime you don't understand something, you need help with something, just ask. It's the only way you're going to know what to do and get better. So 100% ask away.
Athea said, "How does your auto ungated work? Would Amazon flag your account at all?" No, we everything we teach at Seller Smart, every single thing we teach is above board. It's to follow the rules. We do not advise ever breaking the rules on Amazon, because even if it makes you money in the short run, you're going to get caught out and you could lose your account. So everything we do is it abides terms and conditions. It abides the the TOS. All we do is we have a list of, it was 5,500, but now it's a list of 6,000 ASINs, so Amazon product listings. We have a list of 6,000. It will automatically, it will link to your specific Amazon account. It will automatically go through that ASIN list, and any that you specifically are eligible for, it will automatically ungate them. And you can open up your Amazon ungates page to see the ones that have been approved. It is different for every person because it's dependent on your individual metrics. One person had 300 brand ungates. I had 1,400. Sam had 1,500. Martin in our group got 5,000 yesterday. I think it was Martin. JB in our group got 3,500. It's entirely dependent on your seller metrics. So it's really good if you're an existing seller, and it's really good if you're a brand new seller who's struggling with ungating. So amazing tool. Definitely give it a go. It's a one-off fee of $69.99, and you can choose to subscribe to rescan every 30 days. So if you've been actively selling for 30 days, what brands will unlock next time might be a bit higher. If you're in our mentorship, you get free access to this tool and to our software. So this is one feature of about 25 features that we have in our software, and you can just keep rescanning it. It will unlock more and more as you sell, which is amazing. Honestly, it's as I said, it's the world's first tool like this. We're super proud of Cal for doing it because he's a genius, and it's been really, really helpful.
And it's really important to note, like, if you're first starting to sell on Amazon, like let's say you just open up your seller account, right? If you're using that tool, you will get some ungates, but it's not going to be as effective until after you've done like a few £1,000s in sales. So that's why it's really good to keep doing that over and over again, because the more sales you get, the more it's going to work, and the more you're going to get ungated. So yeah, it makes a huge difference to just constantly repeat that and do it over and over again to get as many ungates as possible.
Terry, what you just asked me, I just realized I haven't been sent the Dalek yet, so I'm going to chase that up. Thank you very much. It's very cool. I'm looking forward to adding that to my desk collection. Terry in our mentorship is on YouTube commenting right now. He sent me a Dalek, a really cool Dalek, so I'll add it on. I'll put it on socials when I get it. Is it not 10,000 now? Cal might have updated it, to be fair. Let me double check with him. It was 6,000 last time I checked, but it might be 10,000. Why does your clicker make a noise and mine doesn't? That's strange.
It's like vibrates. It makes my phone vibrate, and I don't know why. Can you hear it?
Mine doesn't. Yeah, it's a little tappy noise. Mine doesn't do that.
I'll play around with it and see why. I don't know why though.
Athea, okay, interesting. Thanks. No problem at all. Yeah, definitely give it a go. It's very, very cool. It's very cool. Helena, if I join the group, can I later upgrade to the one-to-one and pay the difference? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Completely. The group is incredible. So I've spoken to 6 people this week who have been trying Amazon for 2 to 3 months, and maybe one of them was 4 months, and they're not really going anywhere. 2 people have recently joined our group, and they've been posting their sales screenshots. They've been getting really good progression because in Brandon, in his word, B. Prakaj, he joined our group mentoring recently. He said working with us is essentially just getting 2 years worth of, multiple years worth of knowledge right away, so you can skip all the headaches. So definitely, if you want to, of course, join the group mentoring. And when you're ready to upgrade to the one-to-one, absolutely just let us know. We'd love to work with you.
And I think that's what we try and tell people as well. Like, you don't need mentoring to start on Amazon, but what we're here for is to scale it and make your progression so much faster. Like, you can sell on Amazon, but it might take you a year to get to a position where we can get you in like 3 months. And that's the main difference. It's just scaling it so much quicker, and just making sure you're not making mistakes along the way. Like, especially like the new guys, I make sure they send me all the leads up there before they buy them, just so I can actually review and see if they're good leads or not. Because we've had a few people join, and I was like, okay, like, how long have you been selling? They've been selling, I don't know, like a month. I was like, hey, how much stock have you got? And they tell me the stock. I was like, okay, cool. Can I have a look at the stock just to see what it looks like, what sort of position it's in. And I look at it and I'm thinking, why have you bought any of this stuff? Like, it's just absolutely rubbish. It's never going to hit the sale price you want. And they're just shooting in the dark, really. So we can help with that and just make sure you're not making mistakes from day one. And it's just a smooth process, really.
Turn the game. You will need big money to scale big numbers. 100%. Oh, sorry, I missed your first one. What sort of progression from sales did you see? Let me get a screenshot. Bear in mind, one person's glory is another man's sad day. So everyone starts at different positions.
And I guess while Sean's looking at that, a few successes we've had is JB and Martin, like both those guys, they've been selling for like 3-4 years. Martin was on the verge of giving up. Like, if he didn't do this, he was going to give up. And this was like his last opportunity. He was doing...
I think Terry said the same, didn't you, Terry? I think you said the same.
And he was doing, I can't remember how much he was doing now, maybe like 30-40k revenue a month. But he was running like 15% ROI or something crazy. Now he does, the revenue's less, but probably not by like half. He probably does like 20-25k revenue. And his ROI is like 30-40%, which is like a huge difference. He's making so much more money. His margin's so much higher compared to his revenue. And it's just, massive. And the same with JB. Like, she was running at, I think she was doing like 25% ROI, similar sort of numbers to what she's doing now. Now she's doing the same revenue, but her ROI, like every month, she's like showing me screenshots, and it's like 44% or something. And that's like so solid. So you just both of those guys have just doubled their margin just by working with us and listening to sort of what we're telling them and how to run it, really. So those are, huge, makes huge difference.
So Cobham in our group, he posted a screenshot saying £381 profit, 4.3k in sales. B Prakash.
Well, so with Cobham, right? He's just started like a few months ago. He's done 4k in sales already. He's done it super quick. His profit on that is low. And the reason, like, it's £380 profit on 4k sales, which that is low. But the reason that is low is because he's always had to pay for a load of ungates, so he's then selling them for a loss. And then when we first get started, we tell you, until you hit that sort of 3k mark, you want to be aiming for just to get some sales on your account. The more sales on your account, the more it's going to help your metrics, and then it's going to help you with the ungating, and it's just going to start the process for you. And we're not too fussed on sourcing super high ROI stuff at the start. At the minute, it's just a case of getting sales in. Now he's hit that 4k mark. His focus is now just smashing that ROI and getting a really high ROI.
So B Prakash Brandon, he is 19 years old, I believe. He has done 1,265 revenue in 7 days. One of his last screenshots was £500 revenue, £502, 56 pence in a single day. We've got Lewis did 380 in a day. 2 positive reviews from Jay. Ethan, I should say, 1,757 profit, 12,000 sales. Loads of good examples. I just want to touch on turn the game. When you say you'll need big money to scale to big numbers, you're 100% correct. But that's the exciting part of compound growth. So with Amazon, you start at whatever you can afford to start at, as long as it's £1,000 plus. You make profit, and then you just keep reinvesting it. So if you want to make 10k a month, and you might need 50k to invest in stock, let's say, as an example, you're not going to have 50k on day one, and that's okay. But over time, you will get to a point where you have that. You just keep reinvesting. Don't take any money out of the business. Keep reinvesting. Have business expenses to bring down your corp tax at the end of the year that are justifiable. So you could get a prep center, you could get a virtual assistant, you can get software. Getting coaching by us using any of our services is a tax deductible business expense. And you will get to a point where you can hit those 10K profit months that everyone talks about. But I don't want anyone to be discouraged thinking I need 50 grand to get to that point, because most people don't start with that. We have some people in our group who started with 20, 30K, but most people start low, build up over time, and then get to that point with compound growth.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about compounding. We compound the book you can get there.
Turn the game. The issue is, how long does it take? I use the VA and I still struggle. A lot of people get a VA too soon and they don't make enough profit to justify the cost. So if your VA is costing you £370 a month, let's say, they need to be earning you at least £1,000 profit. So you have, that money to pay their salary and then keep reinvesting and growing. You don't want to get a VA too soon. Or if you do get a VA too soon, you need to have enough cash. You need to have enough cost of goods to make enough profit to grow and scale. You said, how long does it take? In our free Discord community, in the beginners section, I've pinned a prompt that you can put into ChatGPT or Claude or Grok, whatever one you use. And it essentially says, if I have £100 fixed expenses, I'm going to hit 30% average return on investment. I'm going to reinvest all of my profit, and I disperse my money every 4 to 6 weeks. How long will it take me? Or rather, how will that look over a 12-month period? That is a really good indication of a kind of best case scenario over 12 months. Obviously, it's not always perfect. You're not always going to hit 30% average. Sometimes some people go faster, but it's a really good little exercise in forecasting to see. And you'll see months 1 to 3, 1 to 4, they're not really that exciting. Months 4 to 6 are really interesting. And then months 6 to 12 are like really exciting because the compound effect of your money kicks in. Just be persistent, keep learning from your mistakes, keep building a database, collect all of the knowledge. So for you, my friend, you have a virtual assistant. You need to be collecting every single bit of detail that they collect, because if they leave your team, you need to make sure that your business keeps all of that information. And you need to work on your sourcing skills. You need to get really good at sourcing. So we've got a free discount gift card portal that you can use. There are coupon codes that you could get with Chrome extensions, NHS discounts, student discounts. We've got our auto ungate scanner up here that will help you with ungating. There are so many different ways you can manufacture your margin to bring up your profit and justify the expenses of your virtual assistant.
Definitely. So Ethan's asked tips on finding sourcing methods. So I can tell you the sourcing methods. You've got newsletter sourcing, where you're subscribing to loads of different retailers' newsletters, and then what they do, they'll email you with any deals and offers they have. When they email you, check out the deals and offers, and then you manually source those stores to see if you can find anything profitable. You got Keeper Product Finder, which, if you're familiar with Keeper, there's a Keeper Product Finder tool you can use where you can enter in a load of different filters. Ideally, between like 4 and 6 filters is generally enough, and then that will then spit out a load of results from Amazon, and then you reverse source them. You can do manual sourcing, where you can just go on any retailer website, like you can go on Boots or John Lewis, look at their sales and offers page, and then see if you can find any deals there. You've got storefront sourcing, where you're finding sellers who are currently selling on Amazon, and then you reverse source those products to see if you can find them as well. You got A2A, so which is Amazon to Amazon. So that is where you're buying products from Amazon to then sell back on Amazon. And ideally, Amazon will be offering sort of heavily discounted products, which you're then going to buy and sell at retail. You can use this by using Keeper Product Finder and Keeper Deals. And then you've got Hot UK Deals sourcing. So that's going on to Hot UK Deals. People post deals in there all the time that are obviously always profitable, but you can go on there and you find the odd thing. And then you've got like cashback sourcing. So have a look on Top Cashback, see where's offering really high cashback, and then go to those websites and reverse source them there. Loads of different methods, mate. And ideally, you don't want to do all of them. You want to try 1 or 2. You want to try them all because you want to see which ones you actually like and which ones you get on with. And then once you sort of understood that, you want to pick 1 or 2 which you are better at, or 1 or 2 which you enjoy more, and then just focus on them. You're better off mastering 1 or 2 methods than you are trying to tackle sort of 5 of them. And then EM said, how do I know profitable items to sell? So we use Keeper and SellerAmp. I don't know if you've heard of that. Keeper gives you the price history and all of the statistics of any listing which is on Amazon from the moment the listing got created up until sort of present day. You can see what the average price was, how many people are on the listing, who was on the listing, and anything like that. So that gives you a really good indication as to what you need to price your product for in order to make it sell. And then we've got SellerAmp as well. So that is a Chrome extension which you use, and that is your profit calculator. So within SellerAmp, you'll then put in your buy price, your estimated sell price, and then it's going to tell you what the fees are and what your profit will be after the sale and everything like that. And using those two tools combined is what's going to tell you what's profitable, what's not, what to avoid, what to buy, and yeah, so on. So I'd recommend, if you're not already, make sure check out our free course in the Discord channel. Join the Discord. It's in our link in the bio. We've got free course in there. If you on the left hand side, scroll all the way down to near the bottom. There's, I don't know if it's called free course or free academy. Check that out and make sure, watch some videos on YouTube, not on YouTube or anywhere, on Keeper and SellerAmp, because that's what we're going to need to know.
So turn the game. Y45 Ian84. Give me 1 sec. I'll respond to you in a second. Turn the game. I do about 7K in sales, about 1K profit. Very well done. But I'm stuck even with a VA. Can't see him delivering top leads. So I wanted to respond to that because Martin in our mentorship, he had a VA for a long time. And what he considered to be good performance, we actually showed him what good performing VAs are like. So what you need to do is you need to have KPIs, key performance indicators. Your VA should be helping you spend a certain amount of money. So in the first month of working with them, it might be $5,000. In the second month, it might be 10 grand. Third month, it might be 15 grand. Then you want to get to a point where they can be spending, Sam, what would you say one VA should spend, like 20 to 30K?
I think realistically, it doesn't really work like that. I think 15K absolute minimum you need to be spending with your VA. And that's it.
It does depend on time of year as well, doesn't it?
Not really.
Q1, 2, 3, and 4, I mean.
I just don't think so. I think 15K minimum should be the absolute minimum. Doesn't matter what time of year it is.
Oh, no, I was referring to when you're doing big spend, a lot of people struggle to find leads in Q1.
Yeah, they do, but the leads are still there. Like, I still think 15K should be achievable. But I think, that should be your baseline minimum. And then in Q4, it's just going to get more than that. But I would look at 15K as a minimum.
Yeah, I think there was a miscommunication there, and we were agreeing with the same stuff. But yeah, so mate, turn the game. If your VA isn't hitting that kind of spend, then you need to develop them. Make sure they're working their hours. They should be doing 40 hours per week with you if you're paying them full time. You can use Team Logger to make sure that they're actually working for you whilst they're working for you. Some of them will work for other people. But honestly, £1,000 profit from 7K in sales is good. So just keep developing them. Like, how good are your skills as a manager, as a developer? Because your VA is only as good as as your upskilling of them is, if that makes sense. I also don't know how much experience they had before they worked with you. Team Logger is a software. Team Logger is a software that allows you to track the performance of your virtual assistant. So we do remote work. We do remote working jobs, right? So you're not going to be able to go to the Philippines and see your VA for the most part on the day-to-day. So Team Logger will take screenshots of their screen every 2 minutes and will tell you how many minutes or hours as a percentage they're working in the day. We recommend everyone who hires a VA from us. So you said you got your VA from us. That's really cool. We recommend everyone uses Team Logger. I'm surprised you actually weren't aware of that, because in our process, we talk about it a lot. So I'm going to have to talk to Reese and try and find out why you're not aware of that. What's the ROI of 7K sales, 1K profit? Because that sounds pretty good to me.
7K sales, 1K profit. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like, it's going to be, I don't know, like 23, 25% ROI probably.
Yeah. How long have you been working with them? Because that's pretty good, my friend. They just need you need to develop them and keep working with them over more time. You said we did mention it, but you forgot. Yeah, fair play. So Team Logger, use Team Logger. Keep pushing out that target spend. Always aim for 15K target spend. I don't know how much cash you have to spend on stock, but obviously the sooner when your VA gives you a lead, the sooner you can buy it, the more likely you are to be able to buy it without the offer expiring. That's another big thing that we have to tell people. 16.6% ROI. Gary, thank you for that. Is that right? Hold on, let me do some maths.
What's the ROI, do you say?
1,000. What is... I said I'm going to do some maths. I'm going to use Claude. 16.7. Yeah, you're right. Okay, 16.7% as an average ROI is fairly low. Like you want to, are you VAT registered? You want to ideally be aiming towards the 30%. 20 to 30% is good. You are still making profit and you're paying for their salary, so at least you're not losing. But it definitely sounds like we need to develop them.
Was it 16% ROI?
16.7%.
Yeah,
not VAT reg yet.
Yeah, that's not good at all. You want to be up in that massively. You need to be hitting as close to 30% as possible, especially if you're not VAT reg yet. Bump that up because you'll be in for a shock come year end if you keep it at that level. There's lots of leakage and stuff like that which you won't be accounting for, and that can make a big difference. So make sure you are bumping up as much as possible, mate.
Yeah, you said I've had them for 6 months, but I also find products myself. I want replenishable leads. No, not yet, VAT reg. I had 2 VAs from you. First one wasn't great. This one doesn't feel great either. Okay, let's turn the game. Let's have a chat. I don't know how long ago you hired this person. Obviously, we only have a 45-day grace period, but we're here to help, my friends, so we can have a chat. As a non-VAT registered seller, you absolutely should be aiming for about 30% ROI. So 16.7 is too low. I don't know how long you've been working with them, and I don't know how well you've been developing them, because it's you as a business owner. You need to be constantly developing your VA. So let's have a chat and talk about that. If you drop us a message on TikTok, I've given you a follow so we can message each other. We can have a chat.
Yeah, and you like Sean said, you need to work with them all the time. You can't just leave them to it. You probably are, I don't know, but I guess it's just in general for anyone else listening. You need to be having regular calls with them. You need to be speaking to them all the time. You need to be reviewing deals with them. You need to be managing them properly. Don't just leave them to just crack on with it, because that's when it's going to fall down. So as long as you're staying on top of them and you're speaking to them regularly, they should be better.
100%. So Y45 Ian 84, apologies for the delay in replying there. Would you recommend PL? We do not do PL. Private label is PL, to anyone who doesn't know. We don't do that. We do arbitrage and wholesale. With PL, you need a lot more money than people let on. So Sam actually can tell you himself. Sam's just tested his first PL product, and it's been almost a year because of some certification issues. I know someone who lost 40K from PL. And we have a free community of almost 1,600 people. We know so many people losing money from PL. Arbitrage and wholesale is just so much quicker to get profit back on. So that's why we go for that. But Sam, yeah, you can share your experience with PL.
Yeah, it's just been a bit of a slog. I bought my first products just under a year ago. Amazon wouldn't let me list them. I needed extra certifications. It's taken me however long to get these certifications. I might finally get them next week, and then I'll send them to Amazon, see what they say, and then I might be able to finally sell the products. But yeah, it's been an absolute slog, and OA is just so much easier to get started, especially if you're starting from nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
OTG FBA saying, how's June going? Found it slow for sales deal so far. Yeah, mine's pretty crap, to be honest, but that's mainly because I haven't really spent any money. I think I spent like 14 grand or something this month, so I was expecting it to be crap. But yeah, that's just for me though. I think in general, I'm not sure about anyone else, but yeah, not great for me. He's saying 15K is a lot. That's half under my target. That's half under my target myself.
15K was the bare minimum. I think you misheard that.
Yeah, I think 15K is he's saying it's a lot though. Yeah, I don't think it is a lot for a VA at all. Like they're sourcing 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Like they should be able to source 15K worth of products. If they can't, it's a problem with the products they're sourcing, and you're not buying. You can't buy enough of them for whatever reason because the listing doesn't warrant it or whatever it is. But I really don't think 15K is too much to ask for. Like if you're paying the VA, let's say £400 a month, right? If you're spending 15K and let's just assume, I don't know, 10% margin, making 1,500 quid, like you're making, like 3 times what you're paying them, which I think is how it should be. But yeah, I don't think 15K is a lot. And then he said, how do you track your, so he got a few questions back to back. How do you track your VA spend? So mine's all on Airtable. I know a lot of people use Google Sheets, but I think either way you can track it quite easily, just by running a few formulas or something like that. Or if they've got their own sheet, they can just tot it up there. You can ask AI or anyone to help and they can track that. I think even the purchase sheet we offer for free as well, that enables you to track spend. So there should be quite an easy way to be able to track their spend, to be honest with you.
We have a spreadsheet called the VA Sourcing Sheet Pro, which you can buy for £119, but you also get it for free if you hire a VA through us. That's a really good one for tracking your spend. It's very, very good, very powerful tool. And we will have that functionality in our software as well.
Yeah, for sure. And then he said, do you ever do lower ROI to get your money out? Do you ever do lower ROI to get your money out if you need to? Occasionally, like if I never really need to get money out. Like I'm in a position now where I know how much money I need to get out of the business every month or whatever. So I never in a situation I need money out. Like I never have to scrape around to pay off a credit card or anything like that. So I don't have to desperately take low ROI stuff. But if the only time I'll drop it and drop the ROI is if I've been holding it for ages and I need it. I don't need it, so I want it sold. Like if I've had something for 6 months and there's just no signs of the listing improving, then yeah, I'll drop it and get it out. And then how long do you hold stock for before touching to get rid? So again, it depends, listing by listing basis, right? If the listing looks like it's going to recover, then I'm happy to hold out. If it looks like there's just no chance of ever recovering, then I'm just going to get out. I'll have a look at it. I don't know, 3-month mark, 6-month mark. Ideally 6 months. I don't want to hold. I guess if it hasn't recovered in 6 months, it's probably not going to. So I'll probably get out then. But it's all done on a listing by listing basis, to be honest. And then EM saying, how does a total beginner start with absolutely no knowledge on Amazon? Join our Discord, mate. We've got a free guide, free course in there. Have a look at the course, watch all of that, and then just chill in the Discord. Ask questions, see what people are asking, see what the conversation is going on about. But yeah, that is the best way to get started. And I think like with most things, like just start. A lot of people try and watch every single video they can find about a certain business they want to start. They try and know all the ins and outs and absolutely everything there is to know about it, and they just never end up starting. And I think the only way to really do it is just to try, give it a go, and then see what happens. You'll learn so much more just by starting and actually giving it a go than you would be just by watching 5,000 YouTube videos over and over again.
Yeah, 100%. Too many people get analysis paralysis by overthinking. You're everything you learn when you haven't actually done it is going to be really abstract. Only when you apply it and start selling is it going to conceptualize in your mind. So you really need to learn a little bit and then actually try. Even if you make mistakes, that's okay. Just try. Keeper and Seller Amp, those are the only tools you need to worry about paying for, and use all the free resources, as Sam said. Ages ago, Giet said, is it only A to A you teach, or do you cover retail arbitrage and other product sourcing methods too? We cover everything. We do online arbitrage, A to A, retail arbitrage, wholesale, and we have wholesale leads that go into our mentorship server through authorized distributors as well. So we cover everything. We're very excited about June 23rd because Prime Day is coming up. We're about a 50-50 split between A to A and OA. We have a speciality, so SellerSmart has a speciality on EU A to A, European Amazon to Amazon. Cal Reese and myself, we spent a year doing EU A to A only, and we did very well from it. That's how we started our software. Only recently we're introducing more and more wholesale stuff. I'm going to be working on brand direct stuff in the background, which I'll be showing the process to our mentees in our mentorship. And I'll be documenting that. We'll probably post social media videos about it as well, because I was one of 5 authorized sellers for a very big European brand, and it was really, really damn good for about 5 months. So that's kind of the direction I personally am going to be going down. I'll be sure to document that on socials when I do.
OTG FBA, another couple messages he sent over. High ticket in slow movements or low ticket fast sellers? What do you prefer for spend and sales? A mix of both, to be honest with you. I don't like targeting one or the other. I think it's good to have a mix of loads of different mix of inventory in your store, because the slower sellers I don't think are bad. I think they're great because they just tick along nicely. Faster sellers obviously amazing. And to be honest, like low ticket fast movers, I don't really have loads of low ticket fast movers. Like the amount of listings which sell over 1,000, I don't actually think I have a single listing in my store which sells over 1,000 times a month. My average sales per month on the listings probably like 50, I'd say. I don't have any like super high movers. Again, I don't have super slow sellers either. But I don't really have a preference. It's just whatever I find, whatever's profitable, and that's what I use.
I just wanted to add into that. We tested in our own stores, the SellerSmart team. We tested high ROI, low sales per month, and we tested them to quite a large degree. If your entire catalog becomes high ROI, slow sellers, it massively impacts cash flow. Even when you're making good profit, it really hurts cash flow. So I don't recommend that. Exactly what Sam said, do a split of both.
Yeah, for sure. And then do you track replens if the VA finds it again or not? I do around 15 to 20% replan via OA, A2A. It's a very high percentage for OA and A2A, so that's really good. But yeah, no, I always track replens. Like we track everything in the business. If we've sold something and it's sold well, then yeah, we'll 100% be replanning that. The VAs track that, I track that. So yeah, definitely. And I think, yeah, you need to be tracking that as much as possible. And then Mark.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, to turn the game, I don't know if you're still in this. You were saying you want to do more replans. Sam spends about £100,000 a month on good months for stock. 95% of those are new leads. Arbitrage can have good replens, but you don't need to worry too much. As long as you're good at the skill of sourcing, you will always find new leads. There is always leads available. So don't get too hung up on the idea that you have to do replens. That's much more of a wholesale private label thing. Although it is possible. We've got, so in our software, we have Replen Smart, and we have a replen tool that helps you. But again, I don't want you to get hung up on the idea that that's how you're going to make your money. There are loads of leads out there. You just need to be good at finding them.
And Mark Penn has said, "Why have I been banned?" I don't know what you mean by that, mate. Maybe drop me a message. I don't know. What have you been banned from? Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Unless Sean rings a bell with Sean.
No idea. I had a section 3, but it got cleared. I haven't done a YouTube video on it yet. I'm going to do a YouTube video with our account recovery guy, so that'll be very good. But yeah, I had a section 3 for like 4 months, but the account recovery expert we have in our team, he was able to help me get it removed. And so far, he has 100% success rate since we've been working with him. So if anyone ever does have authenticity complaints that they can't remove, section 3 violations or issues with their account, the way our service works is you'll be paying for the service through us. You would pay an upfront amount to get the service because it's it's a lot of work to get your account back, and then you would pay the rest upon reactivation of the account or whatever the issue is. Very good service, as I say. He saved my account, which I knew he would. I wasn't stressing about it at all, because if you follow the rules on Amazon, you will always be okay as long as you know how to play the game. Some people know how to do the ins and outs of the applications better than others. And obviously there's an entire business model in that, because that's what account recovery experts do.
Yeah, so Mark, if you're still there, you must have got an email or something to say why you were banned and for what reason. Is it a section 3? Like, what's happened? Let us know, and then we can we'll be able to help you. I need a bit more context there.
Terry, you said you paid for the sourcing sheet even though you already had it. You're going to have to give me context there. What's that about? Okay, sorry, I've missed some questions. Alan Guth, does your Ungate software negatively impact account health? Not at all. We do. I said this earlier, but I'll happily say it again. Everything we teach at SellerSmart is by the rules, is above board. Every single thing we do is compliant and TOS friendly. We do not recommend breaking the rules with Amazon. Amazon will catch people out if they break the rules. So all we do is we have now 10,000 ASINs. Terry was right. Cal has updated it. 10,000 ASINs. Our software links with your Amazon seller account. We'll review those 10,000 ASINs, and if you are eligible to sell them, we'll automatically ungate them. It doesn't force ungating anything, unethically. It does entirely legit. And some people get 5,000 brand unlocks. I got 1,500, but I really need to rescan it since the updates. And it's unbelievably powerful at helping you with ungating and sourcing. It's one of the biggest problems that Amazon arbitrage sellers face, which is why we worked really hard in the background for a while to solve it. So definitely give it a go. It's very cool. Alan, you also said, have you developed software to find EU A2A leads? That actually is how our software developed. So originally we had custom Airtable databases, and we developed Discord bots to find EU A2A and A2A leads in the UK. We realized, we were like, hold on a minute, this works incredibly well. Why don't we turn this into a software? So we took the Airtable database and we took the EU A2A on Discord, put it into a software. We've been developing it for 2 years. Everyone in our mentorship is testing it currently. To give you a story that I probably, some of you may have heard me say before, Sam coached me 2.5, 3 years ago, something like that. When we were using our EU A2A software, Sam messaged me and he was like, how are you on every single EU A2A listing before I even find it? And I was like, we've got the inside source. And our software is how I was doing that. The software is also, we're going to add retailers onto it. We're also going to add wholesale relationships onto it. So it will help you with completely automating the admin side of your business whilst helping you with the sourcing as well. We're very excited.
Read Terry's message.
Me and Ryan wanted a sheet to share, so I paid for another one and then just took me into my account to the same place I already had it. Okay. All right. We'll have a chat about that. I didn't even realize that. That's quite funny. But thank you for the continued support, Terry. I appreciate you as always. I've actually rifled through my questions.
Yeah, I haven't got any now.
Guys, does anyone have any more questions? It is 1 o'clock on a Friday. Very, very excited to go and see the family tomorrow because it's Father's Day on Sunday, isn't it? You doing anything for that?
I don't know. I don't think so. Gonna get a curry in the evening, little takeaway, and that's all I know. I have no idea. We'll see what happens. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like, but hopefully it'll be nice. My wife's got loads of work on this week, and so I'm sure it'll be me battling with the kids all weekend, so it'll be fun.
Alan, you said, when are you planning on launching your A2A software? Our software has put a hole in our pocket every month for 2 years. So we really want to get it out. I think Cal is a little bit of a perfectionist, maybe. I hope he wouldn't be offended by me saying that. I'm gonna tell him I said that after this call. We're very excited to get it out. You can sign up to the wait list either from our Discord community or from our website. While it's in beta testing, so right now it's in alpha testing with the people in our mentorship. It will then go out to the people in our prep center, and when it's out to the more general public, it will be beta testing. While it's in beta, it will be completely for free, and then we'll be paid once we get it out of beta. I think very soon. we had a delay to release it because we were supposed to be expanding to a bigger warehouse for our prep center, but the solicitors have been taking I think it's taken an extra 3 months longer than it was supposed to. Honestly, it is. Well, I'm frustrated by it. Let's say that, and I really want to have words with them to figure out why it's taken them so damn long. But yeah, once the expanding to a bigger prep center is costing us a lot of money, so we had to wait and see how much that was going to cost, and then we're going to hire another developer and get the software out as soon as that's settled, which we're very excited about. We've been meaning to get a developer for a long time. Probably should have done it a long time ago, to be fair. Okay, right. So what else have we got on? So we got Father's Day on Sunday. We've got when's England's first game as well? It's the World Cup, isn't it? When's that first match?
God, you're so out of touch, mate.
It's already been and gone.
Yeah, it's on Thursday, mate. Come on. Even I don't know. I know when the England match was. It was Thursday and they won 4-2, I think.
We won.
Yeah, 4-2. I think it was like 2-2, like 2-2 first half, and then I think Kane scored a penalty after that first 10 minutes or something like that. But yeah, I don't know when the second game is though, to be fair.
No, I'm so out of touch. Literally all I'm doing is working at the moment. So I'm like, oh, hey, it's the World Cup. I need to pay attention to that. And then time goes by.
Let me have a look, see when the second game is. Oh, it's in Ghana.
It was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. I missed it by a mile then.
Oh, was it Wednesday? Oh,
well, 2 days.
Yesterday was Thursday. Wednesday. Terry had a few beers, I think. We got Ghana on Tuesday. I'm sure that'll be a thrilling match.
It's a good little thing to be aware of, though. Like things like seasonality and big events like this, you can imagine people are going to be partying, aren't they? So if you can if you can find stuff to sell that's like barbecue grills or party equipment or football jerseys and things like that, that's the kind of thing you want to pay attention to with seasonal stuff.
I was going to say everyone could have bought a load of England flags and sold them, but I think you would have had the police knocking at your door and trying to arrest you for causing hatred or something.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the country we live in, isn't it? Not allowed to be proud to be British, apparently.
No, we're not.
Okay, right. Let's go to looking forward to seeing Scotland get battered by Brazil. My missus is Venezuelan and she's not really into football. Her entire Instagram feed has been videos of what the Scottish are doing while they're in America. And Americans absolutely love the Scottish now. And to be fair, what they've been doing is absolutely hilarious. They're like putting cones on everything, tidying up after themselves after pie, and it looks like super good fun. Super good. I sounded nerdy there, didn't I? Just then, yeah. How's your Sam? How's your eBay been going recently? What kind of revenue do you do on eBay?
No, like maybe 1,500 quid a month or something. Not an awful lot. I got quite a few different eBay accounts though, for different reasons. But
you look very suspicious there.
My I guess my Amazon one is probably like 1,500 quid. It's not loads. I don't really do much on eBay. It's just sort of customer returns really, and I've just got a liquidation company on board as well because I'm obviously moving out of the country. I need someone to be able to do some stuff with the stuff I'd normally sell on eBay. So I've got a liquidation company in place now. So I send them my stuff and they're going to sell it on their eBay. So yeah, my eBay doesn't really get much.
Sam, you do realise that we started doing that for a few clients, right? We could have done that for you.
Wow, why didn't you tell people these things? I'll work with you and you've not even told us this. So I think this is the you problem. You're not communicating.
Yeah, it's a soft launch thing. We're doing it for a couple of people to see how it goes. When we go to the bigger unit, we'll be doing it for more people. So I'll let you know when we move.
Wow, you can, mate. Yeah, but you need to keep me updated with these things, mate. Honestly. But yeah, that's a shame. But I'll see how it goes anyway. Let me know your prices, mate. If you can work some on price, I might remember.
Terry said, where are you moving to? So Prep Centre, we're staying in Bexley, but I think you were talking to Sam, so I'll let Sam answer
that. Where are you moving to? I am moving to Ibiza, mate. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm moving to Ibiza in September time, I think. But yeah, that's where I'll be living, and I can't wait.
I think Sam and I talk about this all the time. My partner being Venezuelan means she's actually like half Spanish, half Portuguese and Venezuelan. The percentages are very confusing. So we're probably going to give Portugal a try for a bit, maybe Dubai at some point, but not just yet. Going to stay in England for a few more years, just whilst her sister finishes her education. I have a Claude thing with Amazon FBA talking points, and I cannot find it. I'm going to have to redo it, I think. Why don't you ask me a question, Sam? Terry just said, have I been to Venezuela? Venezuela is very politically unstable. So in any time where I would have gone to Venezuela, it wasn't sensible to do so. It was really politically dangerous. And I'm a 6'2" pasty white boy, which I've been told by my partner and her family means I'll be a target for corrupt National Guards to extort. So it didn't sound really appealing for me to go there, to be honest. But Americans intervened, and it seems like it potentially is improving. So who knows? I'd love to go. It looks like one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It looks very good. I would love to go. I haven't gone yet. We go to Spain and to Portugal to see her family when we can. And I got to be honest with you, our daughter is going to be born in 6 weeks. My Spanish is worse now than it was 4.5 years ago when we got together, because all I do is work. So I can't have a bilingual daughter and not speak the Spanish. So I'm gonna have to set some time aside for that, I think. Otherwise, I'm going to be one of those generic English guys who doesn't speak the language of his partner.
How many languages can Rosa speak?
She can speak English, Spanish, and a little bit of Portuguese. Her mother's Portuguese, but her Portuguese is like passable, but she needs to practice it.
Yeah, okay. So every country can speak so many languages apart from English. English just speak English, and that's it.
Whereas, so that conversation came up with my partner and her family, and I jokingly said, why would we learn another language when we're already number one? And I was saying it to be a douche, like deliberately joking, but all of her family members were like, yeah, that's actually true. I was like, oh, no, I feel like...
It kind of is, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's a guy at the gym I'll go to, he's Spanish, and he speaks Spanish, English, Portuguese, and Italian. And I was thinking, mate, that's sick. That's so good. Whereas you ask almost any English person, it's like, how many languages you can speak? English, and that's it. It's
English and bad English.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm looking forward to when I do move to Spain is to start learning the Spanish, as you called it. So I think it'd be good.
2 weeks in Spain, and my Spanish improved more than 3 months of studying. Like when you're in the country and you're immersing yourself into it.
Yeah, exactly that. I think as soon as you immerse yourself in it, I think you pick it up and you learn it so much quicker.
100%.
So yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I had some questions on my side that I missed. How much have spent this month? How much VA spend has Sam had this month? So I'll let you answer. I was going to answer for you there.
Next to nothing, like 17 grand, I think. It's been super, super slow.
Because you were traveling though, isn't it?
Yeah, I was on holiday for a week, just over a week, so I didn't buy anything then. I've not really bought much the last week, to be honest. One of my VAs has got dengue fever, so he's not been working all week. So I haven't really bought much, haven't really done much sourcing, haven't really done much Amazon stuff at all this month, to be honest. So yeah, it's been a slow one.
Name to move to Ibiza. What have to do company wise? Set up Spanish LTD. No, you just keep your UK LTD. You can have a UK LTD wherever you are in the world, and it's actually one of the strongest businesses. We have one of the strongest countries to register a business with. So I can imagine your tax situation is probably a bit muy complicado, right?
Yes. So yeah, the limited company is just going to remain as is. Tax situation is absolutely horrific. yeah, I'm going to be taxed up to my eyeballs, which isn't great. But I think, yeah, limited company just remains as is. I think, yeah, it's just the taxes, which are a bit of a joke because Spanish seem to rinse every single person for whatever they've got. But I guess you've got to tie up the way of life versus the taxes to see if it's really worth doing. So, yeah, we'll give it a go and see.
Okay, you were glitchy a bit there for me, but you've come back. Terry said, my friend Josenis invited me to Venezuela. I was like, nah. I do want to go. Obviously, there's huge parts of my partner's family I haven't met yet. I'd love to do that. But yeah, I have no desire to go to a country where political corruption is the prevailing force in the country. So now things are settling, now things are settling. Maybe it will get better. Who knows? But yeah, it's a shame because Sam, you've dropped off my TikTok.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know why it's done this.
Yeah, it goes to show, though, doesn't it? Venezuela is the most resource-rich country in the world. So they have apparently way more oil than even Saudi Arabia. They've got natural resources, and yet they were the worst-performing economy in the world after being fourth richest in South America at one point. So it shows you how bad mismanagement and bad governments can ruin even the best countries. Again, it's why it's. Don't want to get political in these lives, but it's why so many people are frustrated in the UK, because we got one of the most powerful countries in the world, and it's so badly mismanaged all the time, especially when you're in the world of business. It's like they hate small businesses and they just want to please their senpais who own corporations. This is very strange. No responses to that, Sam. No.
Sorry, I'm trying to sort out this bloody live because it just ended. I'll go back. But yeah, no, I guess you know my political views anyway. But no, I agree. I think from what I've heard about, I don't really know much about Venezuela. From what I've heard, the amount of resources they have, they should be like one of the richest countries. And they've just been, as you say, completely poorly managed. And you can make. Yeah, the governments can make huge difference in completely destroying a country, as they seem to have done there.
Yeah, like bad mismanagement. There's, well, bringing it back around to Amazon, because that's what we're here for. One of the beauties of this business model that we do is you can eventually travel a lot. Like Sam takes his family, he supports his family. They go traveling all the time. He's moving to Spain. You can genuinely do this business model without ever seeing or touching stock, which is one of the perks of it. It's one of the reasons we like it. You can't get to a point where you're really hands off straight away, though. There is a lot of upfront work. You have to build to that point. But that's where SellerSmart is hopefully going to help you. We're building all the systems. We're reducing the hours you have to work on your business with our tools, with our systems, with our VAs. And hopefully we'll get you to a point where you're earning more than your salary whilst having to do a lot less work. That's the ultimate goal. All right. So let's say we've got another 17 minutes left. Let's go live for an hour and a half. What would you guys like to hear for the rest of the live? Would you like us to talk about any specific topics? Wholesale, EU A to A, Prime Day? Is there anything you've been stuck on wanting to learn? You let us know in the comments. And until that point, I will go through some talking points that I've just found. So, here we go. Say, Sam, say you're month 3 to 6 selling on Amazon. What do you think is a realistic amount of expenses you should spend per month? So software tools, communities, whatever it is, staffing, prep center. Let's say you're about 3 to 6 months into your journey. What would you say is an average expenses?
Next to nothing, really. Like Keeper and SellerAmp. Probably like some sort of analytics tool, whether it's Sellerboard, SellerSmart One, SDK, and then a repricer. So, and then depends how much capital you've got, like, and how much time. You maybe have a prep center, you maybe get a VA, but that should probably be it, to be honest with you. I don't really think you need much more than that. And to be honest, even depending on what level you're at, but even prep center and a VA, probably not really. I think it's mainly going to be the real basics of tools, which is going to be, keeper, seller amp, SDK or equivalent, and a repricer. And I think that's all you really need at that stage. What would you say?
I'd say that's true. I think a lot of people dive into a paid repricer really early, even when it's not really justified. Amazon has a free repricer, so you may as well test that first before, if you go for a repricer that's paid, that's fair enough, but you need to be selling enough products for it to be worth it, because manually repricing twice a day isn't disastrous. It does work fine until you get to a point where you have a lot of ASINs. And Amazon's one can work really well. So I think you should keep your expenses low. The reason why I asked that question is because I speak to a lot of people who have no idea how much they're spending until we talk about it. And I'm like, hold up a minute. You've just mentioned like £500 worth of tools that you're spending every month, and you only make 2K profit. Like, that's 25% of your profit just to go on tools. Most of them you're not even paying attention to. So it's that kind of stuff that makes or breaks a business. How much, with Amazon, you have leakage like returns, reimbursements, removal orders, but you as a business owner have leakage as well in terms of how much money you're wasting on stuff that you're not using and don't need. So always be aware of that stuff.
Yeah, I think expenses you need to stay on top of. Like, they can massively end up going crazy. Like £10 here, £20 there, £30 there. Like, it doesn't seem much, but they add up massively, and you can end up spending so much money on expenses, which you want to stay on top of, because it can be a huge leakage, especially if you don't use them. Like, you think, I'll just download this software and I'll start using it, and then you never get around to it, and you're just paying for it monthly, and then it's just sitting there doing nothing. So you want to stay on top of that big time.
Halima, you said, please talk about how to separate buying accounts to Seller Central and how many we need. Thanks. No problem at all. So, Halima, when you're doing Amazon to Amazon, it might be better to wait until you have about 2,000 or more pounds to spend on it. If you want to try Prime Day with Amazon to Amazon, totally fair. Maybe do about a 50-50 split between OA and 8A. When it comes to your question, you can get an Amazon Business buying account. So if you go on Google and search Amazon Business Prime, you can get an Amazon Business account that is associated to your business, right? So that's one account. That email address should be a unique email address just for that account. You then have your Amazon seller account. That email address is a separate email only used for your Amazon seller account. Then you have 3 personal buying accounts. So when I say personal, I mean just an Amazon account that you can buy from Amazon. When you have 3 personal buying accounts, account 1 should have, let's say account 1 is going to be called Sean, and my bank card on it is going to say Sean. Account 2 is going to say Sam, and the bank card on it is going to say Sam. And account 3 is going to say Halima, and the bank card on it is going to say Halima. The bank card has to match the name on the account. Otherwise, that can automatically trigger order cancellations. I spoke to Amazon at length about this because it happened a lot with EU 8A, and they told us that's why it happens. The reason you need to separate your seller account to your buying account, Amazon has automatic tools that will close your accounts when they detect risky behavior. It false flags all the time. So you can more often than not call Amazon and get it back. But if your buying account gets closed and it's connected to your seller account gets closed as well. And it's really hard to get that back. It's really challenging. So that's why you need to have 2 different or multiple different email addresses. Seller account should be completely separate. When you are applying for IP violations, when you're applying for authenticity complaints, when you have a section 3, what 2 of the options on the form to appeal it say provide an Amazon order ID or provide an Amazon invoice. So if you're concerned that it's not allowed, that is just people online telling you you can't do it because probably because they want less competition on it. It can be very, very profitable. With UK A to A, sometimes you have to hold your stock for 2 to 3 months, not all the time, just sometimes. With EU A to A, you can do it with however much money you have, £1,000 as a minimum, and it is a lot less competitive. EU A to A can be really, really, really good. Okay, so EM. How do I start selling in Canada and USA? Do I need authorization? EM, where are you based? What country are you based in? We are in the UK. We do help Americans. We help Canadians. We help Europeans. We help everyone. You're in the UK, right? EM. We have friends of the business, right? So Seller Smart has 2 British guys in our community. Really great guys, really lovely. They recommend if you're selling from the UK into the US, you need at least £35,000. They said minimum 20,000, but because of how expensive everything is as a foreign citizen to the US, it's just not worth your time unless you've got at least 20K. 35K is better. Shipping costs a lot of money in the US. Prep centers cost a lot of money in the US. You need to get insurance, which costs a lot of money. You need to get lawyers, which cost money. You need to set up your business, which costs money. So depending on how much capital you have to start, selling in the UK is probably going to be the better option. Of all the marketplaces for Amazon in the world, America is the biggest marketplace. Germany is the second biggest and acts as a central hub to the rest of Europe. And then the UK is the third biggest. Selling in multiple marketplaces at the beginning of your journey doesn't make sense. The marketplaces are huge. You have so much to learn about them. So picking one and learning it is way better than trying to sell in Canada and America. That's going to be a nightmare for someone who has no experience.
Yeah,
Sam, so I was going to say, would you add anything to that?
No, I think I agree. Like, just sell where you live. You're going to make your life a lot easier. And then later on down the line, if you then want to expand to a different country, then you can do it. I think you're already starting a new business, and it's already going to be hard enough to start it, to then start it in a different country, a country you're probably not used to, and a country where you don't have access to everything. You can't just, you're obviously not there, not present. It's just going to make it even harder. Sell where you live. You can make life a lot easier, mate.
Terry said, is it normal for wholesale accounts to take ages to open? It can be. It depends on the wholesaler or the distributor who you're working with. A lot of them don't like Amazon sellers, so that might be why it's taking a while. A lot of them are catching on to how profitable Amazon is, though, so I do think that dynamic is changing a fair amount. I would recommend talking to a sales representative at the wholesale company you're applying to. Wholesale is really, really heavy on building relationships. If you can build a really good relationship with the sales rep, not only are they going to give you good leads, but you're much more likely to get the account approved. So it can be normal, but I would call them and talk to them directly and see what the holdup is personally. How long ago did you apply for the account? I'm interested. You've been approved but waiting for login. Okay, that to me sounds like you need to talk to their customer support and say, hey, I was approved on this date, but I haven't been able to log in. It sounds like maybe a back-end issue where they haven't set up your user account properly. 3 weeks ago. Yeah, that's a long time. I would contact them personally. As soon as you get approved, usually you can log straight in.
Right, I've got to go because I've got a call. I need to get ready for it quickly.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, mate. I'll be back on Monday.
Awesome. Guys, thank you for joining. We have a free Discord community link in the bio. We have an auto ungating tool, which is mind-blowingly good. We've got one-to-one coaching that's coached by Sam. We've got group coaching that's the whole team. We've got virtual assistant recruitment, prep center, account recovery, software. We've got everything you need. So join our free Discord community. Give us a follow. Drop us a message if you want to work with us. And have a lovely Friday as well. Don't forget it's Father's Day on Sunday.
And it's Juneteenth, whatever the F that is.
Yeah, so that's an American one, isn't it?
Whoever celebrates this ridiculous day.
EM, I've given you a follow back. Drop us a message and we'll help you get started, mate. Everyone else, have a lovely day. Have a good one. Sam, enjoy your pizza tonight as well.
Cheers, mate. And you. See you later.
Bye-bye.